Do you spend 3 hours every morning hitting snooze on your alarm? It's noon? Are you too lazy to make an actual meal, so you just graze on random things from your pantry, then wonder, why does my stomach hurt? Do you immediately start to gaslight yourself anytime you feel an intense emotion? Wait, am I about to get my period? Okay, yeah, maybe that one's just me. Do you spend all day ready for bed, only to be unable to fall asleep at night? Well, here's how to stop feeling like shit. Or at least, here's my attempt. Hey, what's up you guys, it's Aria. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. So, as you saw in my, some would say, dramatic intro, I really have not been feeling my best recently, so I thought it would be fun for us to go along this little journey of like self-improvement together. I'm just gonna be trying a bunch of things over the next week or so just to make me feel less shitty, and we're gonna hope that at least one of them sticks because I am getting desperate. The first thing I decided to tackle was sleep because, well, signs you aren't getting enough sleep. Okay, so this might be something that we actually need to deal with. So I did some reflection on my sleep habits. Okay, so I have had quite a few issues with sleep over the past couple months, but I think the main issue is that my sleep schedule is just so inconsistent. On Monday, Wednesday, I don't have class till noon, so it really encourages me to sleep in and stay up until like 3 or 4 in the morning. But on Tuesday, Thursday, I have class at 9. So I pretty much just switch between getting like 12 hours of sleep and like 4 hours of sleep. I also find that I have a lot of trouble falling asleep, and then I get anxiety about the fact that I'm having trouble falling asleep, and then I start like mentally calculating how many hours of sleep I'm gonna get. So I think I need to try and force myself to have a consistent sleep schedule. So for this entire week, I'm gonna be trying to wake up at 7, which means I need to fall asleep around 11 p.m. And if I'm supposed to be falling asleep around 11, that means that ideally I need to be in bed at like 10 because it takes me like an hour of like winding down and trying to fall asleep. I also spend literally all day being so tired, and usually at around 5 o'clock I'm like ready to go to bed, but then around 8 or 9 I get this burst of energy and then I'm easily up till 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm kind of hyper right now, so I'm gonna try and force myself to start winding down. It is currently 10:30, so we're already a little behind schedule, but it's okay. My mom got me this lavender pillow spray like so long ago, and it's supposed to relax you, so we're gonna try this. Oh my god. That went directly into my lungs, so hopefully I'm relaxed. Now, my usual way of winding down for bed is scrolling on TikTok until I literally can't keep my eyes open anymore. But apparently that's like not good for you, so I'm gonna try reading before I go to bed. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say that I'm gonna read an actual book. I fully will be reading fanfiction on AO3. So, good night guys. I will see you in the morning. I set my alarm for 7 a.m. with the hopes of actually getting up to it. Unfortunately, I did not. It is 8:23. I do not feel well rested. I feel like I got hit by a truck. I don't know what the fuck that noise is. I'm not really sure what time I fell asleep. I do not want to get up. I just want to stay in my bed. Literally, like, look at these under eye bags. Like, look at that. So I tried again the next night. Alright, it is 10 p.m. and I'm honestly really tired, so hopefully I can fall asleep early and be able to get up to my alarm. It's 8 a.m. I was awake at 7:30, but somehow I fell back asleep. And the next night, things really took a turn for the worse. Okay, so it is 12:30 a.m. right now. I don't really know what happened that got me to this point, but there's nothing we can do about it now except go to bed. Good night. It's 8:15. I have to leave for class in like 30 minutes. By By this point, I was realizing this probably wasn't going to work out for me. Okay, so it is 11:45, and I'm having this debate right now because the goal really was to fix my sleep schedule and to be consistent with it, but the goal was also to get 8 hours of sleep. And realistically, if I fall asleep in the next hour or so, and I try and wake up at 7, I'm obviously not getting 8 hours of sleep. But also, in order to fix my sleep schedule, I have to wake up at the same time every day, because if I let my body sleep as long as it wants to, I will wake up at noon. And then there's no way in hell I'm getting back to waking up at 7 a.m. the next day. I don't know. But then part of me is just no matter how much I sleep, I wake up feeling like I was hit by a truck. So I might as well just wake up early because I'm gonna feel the same either way. I don't know. I'm tired, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna really, really try not to hit snooze for an hour and to just get up. Okay. Good night. It's literally 9 a.m. Okay, so clearly I did not end up fixing my sleep schedule, but I still had a few other things I wanted to try. Okay, so I actually just got back from the gym, if that wasn't obvious by my demeanor. It's honestly so frustrating how much exercise helps my mental health. I could be having the worst day, and then I go to the gym and I'm like, actually, maybe my life is fine, and I didn't need to be freaking out. Now, honestly, over the past month or so, I have been skipping a lot of my workouts, and it's not because my body's felt like it needed a break or because I didn't feel like it. I've honestly really wanted to go, but I've just been so overwhelmed with school and work and applying for jobs that I find myself deciding that it's more worth it to spend that extra hour that I would spend in the gym. It's more worth it to spend that working. This week, I'm really gonna try and prioritize exercise because it is absolutely worth it for me to take that extra hour just for my mental sanity. I didn't really know what I wanted to do for this section because I feel kind of weird showing you guys clips of me working out. So if I'm feeling crazy, I might put in some clips of me working out. All right, so filming in the gym makes me nervous. So I don't have any actual clips of me working out this week, sorry, but enjoy this footage of me absolutely fighting for my life trying to do a pull-up. I know my form is bad, sue me. Alongside my usual workouts, I also ended up going to a yoga class with my friend Emma. Hi bestie, I know you're watching this. And then we also went to this playground on campus and my pull-up form got significantly worse, but we were just messing around and it was honestly such a fun way to exercise.
It's so frustrating. Oh no,
Now, kind of on a similar note in this section of the video, I also wanted to talk about eating more balanced meals because that's something that I'm trying to do this week. This is kind of a touchy subject for me. If you didn't see my video that I posted 2 or 3 weeks ago, I've actually been in recovery from an eating disorder for the past 10 months. So I have to kind of tread lightly in this area. I really didn't want this section to turn into a what I eat in a day or a my workout routine because I'm honestly not qualified to tell you guys how you should be eating and working out. I also just know that that can create a lot of comparison and that is not what I'm trying to do here at all. Eating balanced is going to mean something completely different for everyone. So for me, part of the reason that I feel like I've been feeling like shit is because I have honestly just been so lazy with my meals. I will just eat a bunch of random snacks from my pantry instead, which is completely fine for some people, but I just know that I physically feel so much better and my digestion is a lot better if I eat actual meals every 3 hours or so. Also, when I say I've been lazy with food, I've literally still been eating enough. I'm literally fine. Don't worry about me. That's kind of the whole point I wanted to make with this section. I know that having a healthy relationship with exercise and food can be really difficult, believe me. I know. Okay, I rambled on in this section way longer than I meant to. Hopefully my point came across. Let's get on with the rest of the video. The next thing I decided to try was journaling. So I have tried to journal in the past, but it's never really been something that I've been able to stick with. I think I get sort of a weird, almost performance anxiety with journaling, where I feel like there's a certain way that you're supposed to journal. So I get really wrapped up in that instead of just journaling whatever I feel like, which is the entire point of journaling, I think. I also can't help but think about future me going back and rereading what I wrote and getting embarrassed about that, which I know is stupid because it's still literally just me reading it. But sometimes I'm like writing it, I'm like, man, what if Aria 2 years down the line thinks that this was stupid? I actually do own quite a few journals because every single time I have attempted to start journaling, I've used that as an excuse to buy a new journal. But this time I didn't do that. I'm gonna be using one that I already have. So in order to make journaling easier for myself, I came up with a few guidelines. Number 1 is to write as often or not often as I want. I think in the past I've put a lot of pressure on myself to journal every single day or every other day. That just makes me like not want to do it at all. So I'm just gonna say that I can write whenever I feel like it. Number 2 is there doesn't have to be a specific structure. Sometimes I'm honestly just lazy and I don't want to write out like full sentences or fully explain things, so I'm gonna say that it's totally fine for me to do bullet points or abbreviate things or just write in random ways. Number 3, I'm allowed to completely tear out pages or scratch things out. I think sometimes I have thoughts that I want to get out, but I don't really want to be able to go back and reread those thoughts. That makes it sound like really serious. I promise I'm like not, it's nothing scary. I just like, sometimes I just don't want to think about myself in the future rereading it. And I don't want to let that fear of embarrassment stop me from writing things out if I need to. So I'm going to say that it's totally fine for me to just completely tear out pages or scratch things out if I need to. I'm realizing that my list of rules that I wrote is really just me saying that there are no rules. So maybe I didn't need to write all this out. Anyways, let's give this a shot. This feels really formal to do at my desk though, so I'm gonna move to my bed. Okay. Dear Diary, I love my life. I really hope you guys know that reference.
Dear Diary, I love my life.
Okay, let's be serious. Okay, so I actually just sat here and journaled for like 20 minutes. I think I wrote about 3 pages. Yeah, so let me read you guys my journal entry. No, I'm just kidding. I'm obviously not gonna read what I wrote. That was a nice experience. I should do that more. I don't really feel like I came to any conclusions necessarily with what I was writing. I feel like I've had a lot of things in my head recently, and I was hoping that by writing them out, I could like solve them. And I'm not really sure that I did that. I feel like I kind of just like complained and vented for like 3 pages, but honestly, I really needed to do that, so I can't really confidently say yet if this is something that I'll keep up with doing, but hopefully it sticks because it was really nice to like write out everything that I was thinking and like put my thoughts on a page and not just let them like ruminate up here. Like now I feel like I can think about other things because they're written down here. Does that make sense? I don't know if this is making sense. I don't really have any like revolutionary things to say about journaling. Lastly, I decided to try going outside, because sometimes when you feel like shit, what you really need is to go touch some fucking grass. I'm really truly so sorry if you can hear the wind. I'm using my smaller microphone, so hopefully that helps, but I'm sorry. This is partially me facing some anxiety because I am literally just in this big open field at a park and anybody could walk by at any point right now. Hopefully they don't, but they could. Going outside and like literally touching grass is always something that makes me feel better. Just like being in the fresh air, hearing the birds chirping, feeling the sun on my face. I don't know, I know that sounds like really cheesy and like stupid, but every single time I go outside, I'm always like, damn, I should do this more. It's always nice to like go on a walk and listen to music, obviously, but it's also really nice sometimes to like not bring your headphones and just like hear the sounds of nature. God, I sound so annoying in this video. Anyways, I guess I just wanted to conclude this video by saying that I really do feel a lot better. I don't know if I'm gonna regret sharing this on the internet. I have been sharing like a lot of personal information recently, but the past 3 weeks, I have honestly had such debilitating anxiety to the point where I was having like chest pains and like heart palpitations, and I literally thought that I was dying. Turns out I wasn't, it's just anxiety. But this week, I can honestly say that I really do feel a lot better. I'm obviously not like cured. I still have anxiety, unfortunately. But my chest pains have gone down like significantly. They're pretty much almost gone, and I haven't felt like my heart was gonna beat out of my chest at all this week, so that's something. I don't know, it could just be a coincidence, but maybe journaling, exercising, eating healthy, fixing my sleep schedule. Actually, I really did not end up fixing my sleep schedule at all. We still have to work on that. But maybe doing all those things like actually did something, and I should try and do them more because they really do work. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you stayed till this point, that genuinely means so much to me. I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye. Oh my fucking god. If you guys were wondering what I put on, get myself an emotional reaction, I put on a clip from The Last of Us Part 2. If you know, you know. I'm sure you can guess what scene. I don't really know if I want my boobs out this much for this shot. You know, my views are kind of low though, so I'm literally kidding. If I put that in, somebody is gonna think that I'm serious. Okay. I keep getting fucking hair in my mouth. Also, earlier I accidentally stabbed myself with a piece of grass and it's like right in between my fingers and it's bleeding, but it's okay. I'm realizing this looks very phallic. Guys, I literally don't know when this happened, but I just finished recording and tell me why I'm fucking bleeding. What the hell? But this week I'm really gonna try and pour. Okay, I rambled on about this for, why can't I talk? Literally, I literally have an outline of things to say, and I still mess up. I do think it's important, oh my god. However long oh my god. Movement and like what you eat. Oh my god. Like, do I even finish this section? I can't.